Hey guys, what's going on? It's iClassic. I'm here with another video. This one's by popular request. A few of you wanted me to review iOS 9 in 2021, so that's what we're going to be doing today. We have an iPhone 6 here. It's a gold model, and I picked this up on eBay for around $100, so really cool find on the internet. And this phone's running iOS 9.3.5, so this is the last supported version of iOS 9. And right off the bat, this phone is fast. I'm not gonna lie, like it's not laggy at all. I mean, it might be slow to the point where some apps take a while to load, but it's been pretty good so far. I actually used this phone for about a month before I put my SIM back into the iPhone 7. But you guys can see here, almost every single app here pretty much works perfectly fine. Except for like Snapchat. It's just one of those apps that's really hard to log into. It's just probably never gonna work. The same thing happens with YouTube. It just says update required, and it asks you to tap to retry, and it just never works. Instagram does work pretty fine. It's obviously a little slow, but it works. You're able to navigate everything pretty well. Obviously all the other apps here work fine. One that I was surprised about was TikTok, because I might be wrong, but I don't think TikTok existed when iOS 9 came out. I think that people were still kind of recovering from Vine at the time, and people were still talking a little bit about Musical.ly. So those are basically all the apps back then. I did want to actually point out that, you know, like iOS 9 had this beautiful UI where it was a lot different from what we're used to today. And it's just the UI overall. I mean, even when you open apps, it has this little zoom in effect that you can see over there. And it's just really old. We don't see that with the newer iOS versions anymore. I'm not sure why Apple took it away. I thought it was a really great feature. But you can see, like, when I close the app, it kind of zooms out. So that's one of my favorite features of iOS 9 if I had to be honest. I also like the fact that some of these apps are so outdated that they don't even have the newest logo, like Canvas for example. I swear I've never seen that logo before, but it just comes to show that some of these old versions of the app still work. And now I want to show you guys the slide to unlock feature. You actually had to slide to unlock your phone, like literally slide it. And Apple actually ended up removing this feature in iOS 10 because they introduced the Today view, and it just wouldn't make sense to slide because people would have to access their Today view. But it was such a great feature, and I really wish Apple would bring it back. But you can see that they even had small things like slide up to access the camera, which was a pretty neat feature. And the next thing I want to show you guys was actually this new jailbreak app. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but this was actually released about 1 month ago. It's 64-bit jailbreak for basically iOS 9 iPhone devices. Basically I think up from 9.3 to 9.3.5, something like that. So it's crazy that this phone took almost 5 years to get a jailbreak. Now another thing I want to show you guys, of course, is the emojis. These were pretty old. You might recall some of these emojis. They used to look pretty different back in the day, and obviously they didn't have that big of a variety because, you know, over time they ended up updating them. But it just comes to show how much has changed in such a small amount of time. So you can see it goes all the way across. And another great feature of iOS 9 that just helps distinguish it is the control center. Everything was literally on one like panel. I don't know what you want to call it, but you know, even like the lock screen was different. You could see your music actually playing on the lock screen itself. I actually have an iOS 8 iPhone 6 here, and you can see that things are pretty similar, but there are some other differences. So if you guys want me to make a video on that, let me know in the comments section below. And I mean, overall, this phone came out in like 2015, I think it was. And the fact that some of these apps still work is pretty impressive. I mean, even opening things like Instagram might take a while to load on the iPhone 6, but I think like just having an iOS 9 device is pretty cool, and I'd say in 2021 it's definitely usable. But anyways, that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you guys liked it, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.